Hey, Michelle, are you ready?
Tell me about it, stud.
Well, all right.
She spent over 20 years as a successful realtor and realtor coach, recipient of over 40 sales, leadership, and literary awards from the legendary Music Row in Nashville. This is The Power of Real Estate with Michelle Moore.
Welcome to the show. And this is The Power of Real Estate with Michelle Moore. I'm laughing because, it's so funny. We do these shows and you never know what goes on right before Jimmy says, and 3, 2, 1. And so we were joking about something. And I said, I can't do two things at once. I'm blonde. All right. Well, we got Christy Neal in the studio today. How are you doing, girl?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing great. And I'm excited you're here today. So we're going to be talking about 3 attitudes to adopt to overcome fear with Christy Neal. She's an author, and she was here a few weeks ago. Love her. She shared a few weeks ago 3 beliefs that are key in overcoming rejection. So if you missed that show, you want to make sure that you go back and hear it. But Christy and I are also friends and work together some, and with our National Real Estate Designation Program. So if you haven't heard about that, it's called the RESP, and it stands for Real Estate Selling Professional. You can always go to Real Estate Coaching Simplified to get more information there. And hey, by the way, if you haven't heard or you hadn't gotten a copy yet, you can always get a free copy of Selling Simplified right there on the homepage. First thing, you're going to see my pretty face staring back at you. If I say so myself.
Pretty face.
Yeah, it's photoshopped. We hired a model. So you can just sign up right there and we'll ship you a free copy of Selling Simplified, which is an award-winning book. All you got to do is pay the $4.95 for shipping and handling. Now, that's a deal.
That is a deal.
I'm telling you. It's a deal. It's deals and steals. Steals and deals. We're deal makers, and we're making you some deals.
Deals with Blondie.
That's right. Who can't do more than one thing at a time. All right, great. All right, so 3 attitudes to adopt to overcome fear. You ready? As salespeople, as real estate agents who are all salespeople, by the way, don't know if you know this, but over 22, almost 23 years ago when I got licensed, I did not realize when I was getting my real estate license that I was going to become a salesperson.
Yes.
I know I'm blonde. I don't know what I was thinking. I was young. I was done. I don't know. But I did not realize that a real estate agent is actually a salesperson. And so every salesperson, you got to overcome fear of rejection, fear of all different kinds of things. And so, Christy, 3 attitudes to adopt to overcome fear. What is number 1?
Attitude number 1, it is not about me. So in my walk, fear is just a big bunch of lies trying to keep us from our purpose. So 9 times out of 10, when I'm fearful or anxious about something, I'm inward thinking. I'm thinking about, am I going to be liked? Am I going to be rich? Am I going to mess up? I just get consumed with self. So the key is to remember, it's not about me. It's about my audience. It's about my buyer. It's about the people I'm serving. And if I focus on them, that fear will diminish. It's not about me.
That is so true. Oh, that's some wisdom right there. We should have called these wisdom nuggets because I can already see where we're going. All right. Well, let me tell you something. That is something that I implemented first thing. Not only is it not about me, it's not personal. It's not that they didn't like me. If I was went back when I was selling new home construction for big production builders, I used to say, look, it's not like I drew the floor plan. It's not like I built the home.
That's right.
I'm just the one that it's not personal. I didn't pick the colors they don't like or whatever it might be.
Exactly.
And sometimes it didn't have anything to do with the home specifically or colors or whatever. But at the end of the day, you're so right. That is so good. So we're talking with author Christy Neal, 3 attitudes to adopt to overcome fear. What's number 2?
All right. The second attitude, I'm perfectly imperfect like everyone else.
Oh.
So fear is all about keeping you from what you're supposed to do, right? And the fear of messing up. But the beauty of being imperfect is we are drawn to imperfect people. I love bloopers at the end of a show. I love watching people mess up because they become real to me, and I can easier connect and relax with them and share vulnerable what I need from that person. So I'm perfectly imperfect like everyone else. This is something I say to myself every day to remind myself I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to look perfect. I don't have to speak perfectly. It helps so much.
That's so good. I love all that. That's, like I said, a great wisdom nugget and so good. And you know what? And when you give yourself that permission to not be perfect, that takes an awful lot of pressure off.
Oh, yes.
I've yet to meet a perfect person.
Definitely. And how many things have we not tried in life because we're afraid we're not going to do it right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's so
true. I tell people I need to remember, or we should all give ourselves the same grace we give others.
Yes.
You know, sometimes we look at others and we're like, oh, it's okay, no big deal that this happened or they messed up this or that. And I'm very quick to, move on, no big deal. But yet I really beat myself up.
That's right.
When I'm not just perfectly delivering.
Yeah. Be gentle with yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Same gentleness that we give others. And I'm hoping that, now look, I know there's some people that aren't very gentle with others, but I'm saying, but
Yes.
still, even those sometimes are more brutal to ourselves than what we are to others. So
Exactly.
just, give yourself that permission to not be perfect. That's so good. All right.
Yes.
3 attitudes to adopt to overcome fear with author Christy Neal. All right, Christy, what's number 3?
All right. The third attitude, the world needs what I have. I remember when I was writing my book, I had to continually tell myself, people need to hear this message. People will listen. I was brainwashing myself to have the courage to
That's
write.
right.
And so the world needs what you have. We are all entrusted with gifts or a story or wisdom. And who can you help with that gift? And if you've been through something rough, look at that as wisdom that you can share with someone else to keep them from walking through that same struggle that you went through.
That's
Be
right.
the voice you needed.
Reach that hand out and help them as well.
Exactly.
That's so good. And that's what I did too when I was doing Selling Simplified. When I wrote that book, I know there's a real need here because,
Yes.
of course, those mind monsters come in and go, what am I doing? Well, who am I to write a book? I mean, so I've earned these awards, I've done this, I've done that. But, am I really the best, most, knowledgeable, perfect person to write a book? Like, you just kind of put those authors on a stage and don't realize, yes, you do have something to contribute.
Yes.
You have a lot to contribute, and it's about wanting to help and give back and help others get where they're trying to go.
That's right.
You know?
And most successful people, if they were honest, would share they had some very negative internal thinking that they had to battle. It's just part of life.
That's
part of
right.
it.
That is so good. All right. So author Christy Neal, share with us, how can people reach out to you?
Yes, you can find me on my website at choosedifferent.org. You can also find me on Facebook at Choose Different Ministries. I do a Transparent Tuesday video every Tuesday morning with wisdom nuggets, just how to meet life's challenges with some life wisdom. And then you can also email me at christy@choosedifferent.org.
And I'm going to share, too, that I watch those Transparent Tuesday videos.
Thank you.
And I didn't mention that last time, but I watch them as well. And I absolutely love them.
Oh,
They're
I
so
appreciate
good.
that.
Love
Thank
them.
you.
Thanks so much for coming in
Yes,
today,
thank you for
sharing your
having me.
wisdom. And don't forget, too, if you missed that other show, 3 Beliefs That Are Key in Overcoming Rejection. She really killed it in that show. So it's about a month ago, so maybe 4 episodes back. I want to just remind you that if you want to go to realestatecoachingsimplified.com, you can get a free copy of the award-winning book, Selling Simplified, 55 Fast Tips to Jumpstart Your Real Estate Business. And let me tell you something. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the business. I've talked with people who were thinking about getting in the business and read the book, maybe had just gotten their license and read the book, maybe been licensed 5 years, and then there's those that read the book and have been licensed for 15, 20, 25 years and everywhere in between there, and they say, wow, I wish I would have had this book back when I started in the business. So it doesn't matter how long you've been licensed. This book, yes, it is for you as well. If you're in real estate, you're a realtor, it's for you. And all you got to do is pay the $4.95 for shipping and handling. We're going to be so happy to send it to you. Also, if you got anything, thoughts, questions that you want to send to me, you can always email it at Michelle@realestatecoachingsimplified.com. And we'll see you next time. And this is The Power of Real Estate with Michelle Moore.
Realtors, if you're ready to jumpstart your business, Michelle has your realtor coaching covered at realestatecoachingsimplified.com. Everything from coaching online teachings to in-person programs. Join us next time for The Power of Real Estate with Michelle Moore.